Hi, my name is Masayasu AOTANI and I am an associate professor at Kyoto University. This video, this is in English obviously, has an accompanying Japanese video, okay, Japanese counterpart, and that Japanese video is also this one. Both videos are about my personal history, and I'm calling this part 1, and part 1 covers since my birth, from my birth until 1998. What happened in that period? Well, I mean, I attended college in Japan, I attended graduate school in Japan, and then I moved to the United States, where I was a grad student, I was a corporate worker, I was a college professor, and in 1998 I came back to Japan. So this personal history video, part 1, is about that period. And the target audience, you know, the Japanese video is obviously targeted towards Japanese students, and the target audience for this video is it's the international audience. I mean, international students at Kyoto University, and also you know, those who are thinking about coming to you know, to Japan to study, either as an exchange student, a short term is 1 year, or you know, for a degree. At any rate, since the audiences are different, I think many of the things I talked about in the other video are unnecessary here, so it's going to be shorter. The other video is like 24 minutes long, but I hope I can make this one much shorter. Let me shoot for like 50 minutes. So let's start from the beginning. I was born in 1954 in Osaka City, Japan. It's Osaka City in Osaka Prefecture in Japan. My birthday is April 25th, and when I'm making this video, it is now it is April the 14th. So at this point I'm 62 years old, but I'm almost 63. Maybe it's not easy for you to tell my age, but I am indeed 62 and almost 63. Until the age of 18 I was in Osaka Prefecture, and after graduating from high school I left that prefecture to come to the next door neighbor, Kyoto Prefecture, to attend Kyoto University. Right now, by the way, I don't think you can tell just by looking at what's behind me, but I am talking to you from my office at Kyoto University. It's Japan local time. It you know, is now 2 a.m. so I'm working quite hard today. I think my day started at like 7:45 or so, so it's a long day. Anyways, I came to Kyoto University at the age of 18. Actually I needed 1 extra year, so when I got here I was 19. At any rate, after graduating from high school, I came to Kyoto University. When I got here, my major, my expected major or planned major was biology, but my biology professor, one of the professors, told me that I'd better have a solid background in chemistry in order to become a successful biologist. So I started taking chemistry classes, and I got into it. I got hooked a bit, and so my bachelor's degree was in chemistry, not in biology. I also went to graduate school here in chemistry, but midway through the first year of my graduate study, my advisors, I had 2 academic advisors. My advisors advised me, I guess they were doing their job advising, so my advisors advised me to go to the United States and study there. To this day, I do not know why I was picked. That year, they had 3 new students, and they only told me to get lost and go to the States. So I don't know whether they were trying hard to get rid of a troublemaker, or they thought I was promising. So they wanted me to go to the States and advance my career further. I'm not sure. But anyway, I went to the States in 1979. I left Japan on January 2nd. Very cold, and arrived because of the time difference. Arrived in the United States on the same day, and the first school I attended in the United States was the University of Maryland. My major was still chemistry. As you know, Maryland is the state of Maryland is right next to Washington, D.C. So I was there. But the chemistry department there was, the professors were good, but the students were not that good, and I didn't like it. It was a large department, but I didn't like the department. So after a couple of years, after 3 years, I guess, I left the University of Maryland, and I went to Princeton University. I attended Princeton University next. So Princeton, of course, is in New Jersey, and I was, Princeton was a very good fit for me, and I had a very good time at Princeton University. My major there was, I was young and stupid, right? So having studied chemistry for so many years, I decided that I had conquered chemistry. Of course, I hadn't, but never mind. As I said, I was young and stupid and reckless and irresponsible and and all that. So I picked up physics there. So my major there was physics. To be more precise, my major was physics and chemical physics. I liked it a lot at Princeton, but unfortunately, after 2 years, I got into a financial trouble, and I had to leave Princeton, and I started working legally, okay, in the United States, and I worked full time for 5 years, and also after I finished working full time, I still worked part time for a while. So that stint lasted for 10 years. It was a 10-year stint in industry. I moved from Princeton for my job. I moved from Princeton to Fort Lee, New Jersey. Fort Lee is right across George Washington Bridge from Manhattan, and I lived there for the next let's see, 5 years or so, I believe. While I was working, I became a part-time student at the City College of the City University of New York, and at City College I continued as a physics major, but also I was told that to be a successful theoretician, one needs to know pure mathematics. So I started taking pure math classes, and that became my major diet. In other words, I got hooked again, and I took a lot of math classes there, and while I was at the City College, I was more like a math major than a physics major. Now, after the 5-year stint, and I was ready to to move to change the scene, so to speak. I no longer had to work. I had enough money then, and I had spent like 10 years in on the East Coast. So I wanted to breathe a different air, and that meant moving to the West Coast. So I went to California. I went to California and worked for a while in Silicon Valley as well. And in 1989, I became a graduate student in the Department of Mathematics at the University of California at Berkeley. That school and me, that was a match made in heaven. I had such a good time there. I was there as a student, and then later I became an instructor as well, and I had such a good time. However, there was one serious problem, and the problem was that even when I started the program at the University of California at Berkeley, I was 35 years old. That's already, some may consider that's already too late for a mathematician. And when I finished my degree, it took 7 years for me to finish my PhD in mathematics at UC Berkeley. So when I was done, I was 42 years old. And a mathematician who gets a PhD at the age of 42 is like a joke, and so I wasn't sure if I was, if I should continue in pure math. And it was right about that time that Kyoto University, my alma mater in Japan, offered me a job as both as a science teacher and also as a mentor for international students. They had just started new exchange program with many partner schools overseas, and they invited me to work in that capacity. So I was going to teach math and sciences in English at Kyoto University, my alma mater, and in the meantime I was also going to be advising academically and otherwise international students. As it turned out, that was not an easy job. In the beginning they said something like this. Now, like no proper attire is required, and no formality is necessary, and they wanted me to come back to the alma mater just looking and also behaving like a typical Californian. So I liked that offer, and I came back and I did just that. Hair, you see, my hair, and also my hobby is skateboarding, so I skateboarded on campus, and I wore a t-shirt every day, just as I did in Silicon Valley, and they didn't like it. So my uphill battle started right there. They made an offer and they didn't keep their words, or they didn't behave as they would, and I wasn't that welcome. And also job-wise, I thought I was going to teach math and sciences in English, and then also I would serve as a mentor for international students. But in addition to that, they wanted me to teach English to Japanese students, and also advise Japanese students who wanted to study abroad. So it was a very heavy duty, and my uphill battle was just beginning, in 1998 when I came back to Kyoto University. I don't mind, fighting people, and I don't mind it that much if people hate me. And so, when I say my uphill battle started then, I really mean it. It was a battle, but I I would enjoy, I enjoy talking about my battle. So part one is ending now. It's been 15 minutes since I started talking to you, so my part one concludes here. But please look forward to part 2, 3, and so on. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.